Hi, welcome to today's quick yoga practice to increase strength and lift your mood. Let's go ahead and begin. We'll start back sitting on the heels. Let the hands rest gently on the thighs. Go ahead and close the eyes if that feels okay for you. We'll just take a quick moment to focus on the breath and leave behind whatever we were doing before we came to this yoga practice. And trying not to worry too much about what will come after. Take a deep inhale through the nose and let it go through the nose or mouth. If your eyes are closed, you can go ahead and open them. Let the hands rest down beside you. We'll start by just doing some shoulder rolls in one direction. And then the other direction. And then let the hands rest back down on the thighs again. Take an inhale here. Exhale, drop chin to chest. And then inhale, take the right ear to the right shoulder. Rest here a second. Take one last inhale here. And exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Take a moment here. One more inhale here. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale to lift the gaze forward and make your way to your tabletop position. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We'll start with a couple of rounds of cat-cow. So on an inhale, lift the tailbone, chin and chest. And then exhale to round the back, chin to chest, pushing the floor away from you. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round the back. We'll do that one more time. Inhale to lift. And then exhale, round. Coming back to your neutral position, go ahead and tuck your toes. And then just barely lift the knees off the floor. Engage your core, strengthen the arms. Take a moment here. And then keeping the knees slightly lifted, go ahead and shift the shoulders past the wrist and return to center. Shoulders go past the wrist, return to center. One more time, shoulders past the wrist, return to center, and then lift the tailbone up and back for your downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here to pedal out the feet. And then coming back to your downward dog position, go ahead and lift the right leg up and back, three-legged dog, and then open out the hips, so right hip stacks over left, bend the knee, and then roll out the ankle. So the foot's making circles in one direction, and then the other direction. And then from here, raise up on the left tippy toes and pull the knee to nose, the right knee to nose. Exhale, take it back to three-legged dog. Inhale, right knee to nose. And then exhale, step the right foot between the hands, lower the back knee down to the ground. On an inhale, raise the arms overhead, lift the chest. Take a breath here. And then option to lift the right heel. Pausing here a moment. Feeling strong. If your heel is lifted, go ahead and lower it back down. Take the right hand to the left thigh, and with the left arm, reach up and back. Take a moment here. Chest is lifting up toward the ceiling. Last inhale. Exhale, send the left hand down to the mat, tuck the back toes, lift the knee. Send the right arm forward toward the wall in front of you. Strengthen the legs. From here, you have the option to walk the left fingertips out in front of you or lift the arm. Breathe here a moment. And on an inhale, come up to your high lunge. Taking a moment here, breathing. On your next inhale, open up into Warrior Two. Option to lift the right heel. Breathing here. Lower the heel if it's lifted, straighten the right leg, point the right toes forward. So now you're facing the long end of your mat, hands to hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Wide-legged forward fold, resting here a moment. Inhale, press the hands into the ground, lift the chest halfway. And on an exhale, bring hands to hips, return to standing. Point the right toes out, return to your Warrior Two position. Take a breath here. On an exhale, bring the right forearm to the right leg or right hand down to the mat. Left arm reaching up toward the ceiling. Breathing here. And then take the arm overhead, reaching toward the wall in front of you. On an exhale, take the left hand down to the mat, spin over onto the outer edge of the left foot, stack right foot on top of left, lift the right arm, plank, side plank on the left. Breathing here. On an exhale, take the right hand back down to the mat, return to plank. Take an inhale here. And then on your exhale, slowly lower down all the way, as slow as you can. If you need to put your knees down, you can do that. And then inhale, press the hands into the ground, lift the chest, cobra. And then on an exhale, return to your downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Inhale, lift the left leg, three-legged dog. Open up the hips so that the left hip stacks on top of right. And bend the left knee. Begin to circle the foot in one direction. And then the other. Come up onto the right tippy toes. Take the left knee to nose. Return to three-legged dog. Again, inhale, knee to nose. And on your exhale, step the left foot between the hands and then lower the back knee down to the ground. Lift the arms overhead, raise the chest, take a breath here. Option to lift the left heel. Take a few breaths here. If your heel is lifted, go ahead and lower it. Send the left hand down to the right thigh with the right arm reach up and back. Tiny back bend, chest reaching toward the ceiling. On an exhale, plant the right hand down onto the ground, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Left arm reaches to the wall in front of you. Strengthen your legs. Option to crawl the right fingertips out in front of you or raise the arm. Take a couple of breaths here. Inhale, lift up to high lunge. Take a few breaths here. Open up to warrior two. Taking a moment here with the option to lift the heel. The heel is lifted, lower it, straighten the leg, point the toes toward the long end of your mat, hands to hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, send the hips back, fold forward. Wide-legged forward fold. Taking a moment to rest here. On an inhale, lift the chest halfway. Then exhale, hands to hips, return to stand. Adjust the feet so that you return to your warrior two position. Take a breath. And then moving into side angle with the left forearm to the left thigh or left hand down onto the mat, right arm reaching up. Take the right arm alongside the ear, reaching toward that wall in front of you. And then on an exhale, plant the right hand down onto the ground, spin over onto the outer edge of the right foot, stack the feet, plank on the right side. Continue breathing. Exhale, return the left hand down to the mat, coming back to your plank position. Inhale here, engage all the muscles. On an exhale, lower down as slowly as possible. Coming all the way down to the floor, place the forearms on the ground in front of you, coming into Sphinx. Top of the feet rest on the mat, pressing into the ground with the forearms to lift the chest. Neck is neutral. Then on an exhale, lower all the way down. Bring the hands to rest beside you. And on an inhale, we'll lift the feet, lift the arms. Reaching back with the arms toward the wall behind you. Lifting the legs as high as you can. On an exhale, lower. Rest the head down on the hands. Shake the hips from side to side. We'll do that one more time. So hands come down beside you. On an inhale, lift the legs, lift the arms, reaching back towards the wall behind you with the hands, legs lift. Try to keep the neck neutral. Last inhale. Exhale, lower. Rest the head on the hands. Wiggle the hips from side to side. And then pressing yourself back into your tabletop position. And then coming to sit in a simple cross-legged position. Slowing down, we'll take our fire log pose. So stacking right shin on top of left shin. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, crawl the hands forward, folding over the legs any amount. Hopefully you feel a stretch in the right hip. And inhale, walk the hands back. And we'll switch sides. So left shin stacking on top of right. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, walk the hands out in front of you, folding over the legs any amount. Breathing here. Inhale to come back up. Return to just an easy, simple cross-legged position. Inhale to raise the arms overhead. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand to right knee, right fingertips on the floor behind you. Inhale, lift the arms, come back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand to left knee, left fingertips behind you. Inhale, lift the arms, come back to center. Then exhale, lower the hands back down. Let the hands rest gently on the thighs. Close the eyes if it's okay for you. We'll take the last few moments here to let the breath slow down. Let the breathing return to normal. One last deep inhale through the nose. And then exhale through the nose or mouth. Slowly open the eyes. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope you feel a little bit stronger and your mood is lifted at least a little bit. Thanks for practicing with me. Bye.